On 6th January 2004, a big dream started on Dubai's Sandyland to build the tallest building in the world. And on 1st October 2009, the construction of Burj Khalifa was completed. But it's been over 13 years, and no one has broken Burj Khalifa's record yet.
When the Burj Dubai is complete, it will be the tallest structure.
What's so tough about it? And practically, how tall can we build? Let's understand this in this video. For about 4,000 years, the tallest structure made by humans was the Great Pyramid of Giza, built in 2500 BC for Pharaoh Khufu. Its height was 145 meters. This record broke in the 1300s when a cathedral was built in England, 160 meters tall. For the next 500 years, churches held this record. Then came the Eiffel Tower in 1889. But the Eiffel Tower isn't really a building, right, where people can live or work. Speaking of real buildings, in 1884, Chicago's home insurance building was made, the world's first skyscraper, 55 meters tall, where people worked. This was a big turning point because after this, the technology came to build habitable skyscrapers. Then the competition started, first in New York and Chicago, because America was the world's biggest economy back then, and these two cities were the centers of the economic boom. People needed space, companies wanted big offices, so skyscrapers started coming up. Listen to some famous names. New York's Empire State Building, which stayed the tallest from 1931 to 1971, a full 40 years. In modern times, it held the record the longest. Then in 1971, the World Trade Center beat it with 417 meters, 9% taller than Empire State's 381 meters. In 1998, this race moved from America to Asia when the Petronas Towers were built in Kuala Lumpur, 452 meters tall. They stayed the tallest until 2004, then Taipei 101 broke the record. And in 2009, Burj Khalifa left everyone behind, from 510 meters straight to 829 meters. When its plan was made, they first thought of building it 550 meters tall, but during planning, they kept increasing the height.
At that time, the brief for the tower was to design a tower that's 550 meters, which would have been just slightly taller than the world record holder at that time, which is Taipei 101. We learned as we got into the project that we could go higher, and there was a desire to go higher and not only break the record by a little bit, but to really break it by a big margin.
The idea was that in downtown Dubai, this building would be the center attraction. Before the 1990s, Dubai was just a small fishing village that changed after oil was found. But in the 2000s, the leaders thought, we don't want to depend on oil. We need to make it a tourism hub. To grab the world's attention, doing something big like Burj Khalifa was necessary. It's so tall that you can watch the sunset from the ground, then take the lift to the top and see the sunset again. It took $1.5 billion to build. 12,000 workers put in 22 million man-hours. People from 100 different nationalities worked on it, and this money paid off. Today, Dubai has become a tourism and economic hub. Companies want offices there, people want to buy property, downtown property rates have shot up to the sky. But the question is, Mate, what's so special about it that breaking its record is so hard? And if someone tries, how tall can they build? First, understand the problems. At that height, the building needs to support its weight, and up top, it has to be saved from strong winds. Burj Khalifa did this with a Y-shaped design, with 3 wings and a hexagonal core in the center. This is called the buttressed core, made by engineer Bill Baker. It was first used in South Korea's Tower Palace 3, 264 meters tall. With this system, the effect of winds is reduced, and Burj Khalifa could be built 300 meters taller. Besides this, the foundation has 192 concrete steel columns going 50 meters into the ground. To get concrete up top, the world's biggest pumps were made. The outside has 100,000 square meters of glass, and this glass itself is the world's biggest LED screen. Yes, bro, light shows, colorful patterns, even movie trailers, like Pathan's trailer shown in front of Shah Rukh Khan. This isn't a projection. There are 1.2 million LED lights on the frames, looking like a TV screen from afar. It doesn't bother people inside because the lights are only on the frames. Another problem, if you're on the 160th floor and a fire breaks out, will you climb down 160 floors of stairs? For this, every 25 floors, there are refuge areas, air-conditioned and pressurized, and staircases are made with fireproof concrete. Now about the future. In the last 12 years, no one's beaten Burj Khalifa, but of the top 20 tallest buildings, 17 were built after it. like Merdeka 118, 679 meters, which will become the second tallest in 2023, but it's still far from 829 meters. Two buildings under construction might beat it. First is Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia, which will be over 1 kilometer tall. Its design is like Burj Khalifa's, made by the same architect, Adrian Smith. This too is to move the economy away from oil, but it started in 2013, a quarter was built, then stopped in 2018. Due to a corruption purge and COVID. No one knows when it'll restart. Second is Dubai Creek Tower, an observation tower, which could be 838 meters to 1,300 meters tall. Planned in 2016 to 18, the foundation is done, but construction stopped. It won't count as a building, so it won't break the record. What's next? Mubarak Al Kabir Tower in Kuwait was planned at 1,001 meters, but it hasn't started. Tokyo's Sky Mile Tower will be 1.7 kilometers tall for 500,000 people, but it's still theoretical, may be done by 2045. Practically, Burj Khalifa's design is so solid that even in 25 years, no one might beat it. Engineer Bill Baker says with the buttressed core, we can build up to 3 kilometers, but weight and winds are big problems. Steel and concrete have limits. We need new materials like carbon fiber. Then there's the human body issue. At 1.53 kilometer, air pressure drops, like in Leh Ladakh. If you go up instantly in elevators, you'll need acclimatization. Balconies can't be made. The biggest problem? Money. Such investment is risky. Governments don't support it. China even banned buildings over 500 meters. Not for vanity, it's not practical. So friends, for now, Burj Khalifa is king, and it might stay that way for a while.